If you're thinking of a career that combines medicine and mental health, keep psychiatry in mind. Let's hear Dr. Alberto Veloso's perspective on becoming a psychiatrist.
I'm Alberto Veloso. I did 2 training specialties. I did a general paediatrician and a child psychiatrist. I just finished that earlier this year, and I work with young people aged from 0 to 25.
What does a typical day look like?
Average day, I go in and we have what we call an outpatient clinic. So we've got clinics that people come in and see us, and we've also got a ward that we go and see them in the hospital. So it depends on which one is needed more, but generally I'd go into my rooms and see people they come in maybe 1 every hour, and I might see 6 to 8 people in a day, and in between those times I'd go up to the ward and see the patients there, or if not, then I see them at the end of the day.
When and why did you start thinking about psychiatry as a career?
Probably around high school. I wanted to help people. I wanted a job where I wanted to help people, and no one in my family was a doctor, but I thought being a doctor would be a nice job, and all the doctors I know seem to be nice people, and I really liked psychiatry because I felt like if I was going to be a heart doctor, then I could help one person. Whereas if I did psychiatry, then I felt like I could help the family and the children's children, and it seemed like there was a bigger impact.
What pathway did you take to become a psychiatrist?
Mostly standard, so I did Year 10 and VCE, and then went to Monash University, which was a 6-year course then, straight out of Year 12, and then do your usual beginning intern year and stuff, and I got really interested in paediatrics because I didn't get any jobs in psychiatry, didn't do any, so I thought, oh, I like paediatrics, so let's do that. But I did that pretty slowly. I took some time off, worked interstate for a bit, took some time off, travelled overseas for a bit, and then did more paediatrics, and then I did a paediatric job where I got to do a bit of psychiatry, and then I realised, oh, this is actually what I want to do. So luckily there was a program that would let me do both. It meant I had to do a lot of exams, but I did it, and that's the way I that's been my path, which is a little bit longer and a little bit more complicated, but it's definitely really worth it.
What subjects did you study at high school?
My plan was fairly maths and science because that's what I liked. So I did, obviously we all had to do English, and I did chemistry and physics, and I did specialist maths because I really liked maths, but I don't think I probably had to do specialist maths, but I did that.
Any tips for secondary students considering medicine or psychiatry as a career?
Yeah, look, really think about it and just follow your heart, and if it's something that you want to do, it's a really great job. You get paid well, people look after you. It can be stressful at times, so make sure you've got people around you. But in terms of getting in, really know which subjects are going to count the most. I had a few friends who wanted to do medicine, but they chose the wrong ones and didn't quite get the marks that they wanted. But also just be open, because there's lots of pathways in life where you can do really well.
What do you love most about being a psychiatrist?
I'm a child psychiatrist and a paediatrician, so what I love most is working with kids. Setting up my practice meant I got to go buy lots of toys and test them out. And I spend most of my day playing with kids or talking with teenagers who are struggling through a few things, and trying to work out what's the best way to listen to them and make them feel heard. And that's probably the most fun part of my job.
Open your mind to psychiatry and make a difference in your career.